Hi friends, so as I said in my last video, I'm going to try another Linux distro, and this time I go to Pop! OS. I tried two different in the meantime. One was Linux MX that totally didn't run. Somehow it didn't even work to make a USB stick. There would probably be workarounds, but you see, if I'm not able to get somehow the installation software without hassle, then it's already a no-go for me. Then I skipped that one. And there was another one, Garuda or something. There were also problems that prevented me from installing the whole thing. Then I got Pop! OS. It's a 12-year-old laptop. I have to say, the startup from hitting the power button until you can log in, it's about 1.5 minutes. It's the fastest so far. But after that, everything is going very, very slowly. If I, for example, hit the application manager, or the Pop Shop, that's an application manager in Pop! OS. And the thing is, that was quite confusing for me, because I was looking for the application manager, then I had to start the Pop Shop, and then it's very, very slow. You see, it's a Pentium dual core. It was in the beginning a Windows 7 machine in 2012. Then it was updated with Windows 10. So it's a very, very old machine. And I think that Pop! OS is too heavy for it. It's just too heavy. That makes it also a little bit hard for me to say, do I like it or not? In first instance, I would say I don't. Because at first glance, I just don't like the layout. But you can, of course, arrange the workplace as you like. There's things that you can tweak. But with an old machine, everything is so unbelievable slow that it's a hassle to do anything on it. I'm surprised that it even records the screen. I don't want to bash something when it's clearly just not suited for the hardware where I install it on. It's at least less of a hassle than the last two that I tried. I like the layout from Zorin OS. There I had that problem with absolutely not being able to do any screen recording. And I have to say now, my favorite until now when it comes to layout is Zorin OS 17.1. When it comes to handling and the fact that I can do screen recording on that old thing, then it would be Linux Mint. But when I reckon with the fact that the idea is not to run it on my old laptop, but on my much more modern computer, then I think that Zorin OS is the favorite, just because it feels more familiar, as I said last time. So let's just have a look here. I think when I go to the applications here in Pop! OS, everything looks neat organized. It would be unfair to say different things. I believe that people who are in Mac OS, they would be more familiar with that bar in the middle of the screen, and yeah, that's a layout thing. What I missed here was the power and shutdown section. So I have to go in the upper right corner instead of the lower left. And then I can suspend, restart, or log out, lock the whole thing. I don't know. Hot corner, enable top left, hot corner for workspace. I put that on and I don't know what that actually means. Show minimize button. Yeah, the maximize button. Yeah, I was missing the maximize button. How would that be even a thing to turn on and off? That's beyond me. There it is, there's the maximize button. But okay, I really don't have anything more to say. That's it. On that laptop, it wouldn't be my choice. but laptops aren't my choice anyway. While I think it's very neat, I doubt that it would make it my main system on my big computer. The next version that I want to try is Rocky Linux, because that's the version that Blackmagic says supports with DaVinci Resolve, and that's a key application that I need to run. I'm more and more convinced that the more Linux versions I test, between quotation marks, I'm not really testing, I just have a look at them. But the more Linux versions I see, the more I like Linux on one hand, and the more I'm convinced that I will keep my machine dual boot so that I can go back to Windows whenever it might be necessary. And I guess that will be necessary because it's just how it is. There will be things, programs, where you just have to switch back. I find it already interesting that it's an option to do the main work under a different operating system. So you probably hear coming me back on some stuff that I said, but as I also said earlier, coming back on things that you say is just a form of maturing, taking more different things into account. Okay guys, thanks for watching, have a great day ahead, and goodbye.